voices brave. Welcome to the crew we made. Ready now, turn the page. This is where we all engage. Engage. Let the journey begin.
Welcome to Engage
with Trekkie
and Trekker. This is the podcast where we're boldly exploring strange new fans behind the fandom of Star Trek. And today, we've got an awesome guest lined up for you. Welcome, Scarlett.
Hi.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Scarlett. I am from Atlanta. And I guess that's really all I want to say. I don't know. I'm kind of figuring out my own career stuff. I know some other people have mentioned what they're doing, but I'm kind of just going with the flow.
You know, we are not defined by careers. Let me just put that out there really loud and clear. Who we are is not our job. And I'm going to say it again louder for the back.
And I'm also, I kind of just want to do a little bit of everything.
Like, Absolutely. Well, what kinds of things are you passionate about? Tell us about Scarlett.
Well, art.
Okay.
True crime. I love true crime. Most of my podcast listening is true crime relevant.
So you're a white woman.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
white presenting. I am also Hispanic. Okay.
Thank you for the correction.
Would just like to clarify.
Absolutely. So true crime. That's interesting. Okay. I've not yet gotten into the true crime. I know a lot of my friends have been.
It's
a lot
fantastic.
of podcasts where you go deep into things, right?
Yeah. And I think mostly, like, for example, one of them is like one of the girls recaps an SVU episode, for example. And then the other one goes into the true crime that episode may be based on, and then so on and so forth. But like, I listen to a bunch of them, and I think more so as a woman, it's important. Because a lot of the time, it's not saying men aren't victims as well, or that women don't do bad things, but most of the time, it's women who are victims.
So are you learning like ways to kind of keep your eyes more open or something? Or ways to escape?
Just stay safe. Just stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I thought you said escape, and I was like, wow, you're learning how to escape. I mean, I do need to watch this just in case. You never know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just little ways to like stay safe. I would say the psychological aspects of it are also super interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so that's part of your passion, but obviously on this show we focus on the Star Trek passion. So I'm curious, how did you come into the Star Trek universe?
I mean, honestly, I've been watching since birth. Just because my mother loves sci-fi, so just growing up with everything sci-fi, and especially Star Trek. So eventually, I just kind of went and like would start watching it by myself. It wouldn't necessarily be with her all the time.
Right.
Because I would definitely say out of all my siblings and everything that they may watch it casually, but like I'm the one who really kind of took it on.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. So when you said that you were watching it since birth, I pictured you as a little baby in the hospital, and somebody had your eyes like this with the
Play the game. Play the game.
Yeah, exactly. She will be watching Star Trek at all times from birth.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably watching it in the womb. I mean, I don't know.
That's funny.
You were like, I feel my favorite song coming on.
Yes. I mean, one of my mom's favorite stories to tell is when I was like Voyager, I would say was actively coming out when I was still around like 4 and 5. Okay. So she loves to tell people that like during the intro, like at the end where the ship is going off into whatever wormhole at the very end of the intro, that I would like be in front of the screen and be waving at the screen going bye bye and like waving Voyager goodbye in the intro. So I've definitely been watching it forever.
That's
I
awesome.
like
I like
Mhm.
that a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scarlett, kind of jumping in, do you have a favorite character of all of Star Trek? If I had this moment.
Well, I've thought about this a lot, and I'm just gonna say the easy answer is Captain Janeway.
Okay.
Captain Janeway. Yeah.
Why is that the easy answer?
Well, there's other ones that like I love or that I relate to, but like Captain Janeway has just always been like the top of the list for me. And I say it's easy just because like Voyager was what I grew like was actively coming out, like I said, when like
Mm.
I was a child and growing up on it. So I don't know if part of it is because it's like nostalgia for that time,
Sure. Yeah.
or if it's just really obviously seeing like a strong woman. Um, and I loved her bun, even though it was a wig, but like there was something about that bun that I really
Yep.
loved.
It's the librarian bun. I
Oh
loved
my
when like the
gosh.
first 2 seasons when she had that, and then she cut it short, and it was just never the same.
Don't get me wrong, she's serving looks. The
Yeah,
bob is
yeah.
great, but there was something about the bun that I
Walking.
loved.
Bring
Yes,
the bun back.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
What I really love is looking back and seeing like, you know, if they have to like let's say they get hit by a photon torpedo or they're like, you know, doing
Right.
that and her bun gets messed up. And then like in the next scene, maybe she's walking into engineering, seeing what's going on. And then it's like perfect again.
I'll have to go back and watch it just for that. It's like Picard every time. I was counting at one point where he pulls down his shirt and, you know, they've even made jokes where his comm badge pops off and stuff. But I'm going to have to see how many times, you know.
I'm definitely going to be watching for it now for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you, Scarlett.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I don't think anybody else could convince me to start checking out Captain Janeway's buns.
In more ways than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, since you've been watching it from birth, this should be a very interesting question, too. How about your favorite episode or movie?
This is also a tough one.
Yeah.
Because Voyager is always my favorite series. There's a lot of episodes in there. And it's not even one that's super into the morality or any of that.
Sure. Yeah.
But I really love the episode of DS9 with Vic Fontaine and I think it's like Bada Bang or something. It's the one where they like put together this heist to help Vic Fontaine gain control over his program again, because like the 1950s mobsters have taken over his, I don't know, his bar.
The casino, yeah.
Thank you, casino. But I think it was nice seeing them put their different strengths together to like play these other parts, while also still being Kira. And like, I don't know, I just really love the ones that are a little kind of like something
Fun.
more relevant to maybe not such a distant future or distant past, something that we're kind of like aware of being a recent thing. Like, I don't know, it's just something, I don't know, 1950s mob scene seems glamorous. I just loved this, like them all walking by Quark's bar, like in their suits and dresses, and Quark's just like, what is happening?
I could see you liking the style of them because as you're saying that, I'm remembering how you rocked that 60s style on the Star Trek cruise. And you were really like rocking that outfit. And I remember you walking down like the stairs towards that ice skating rink that we had dance clubs on.
Yeah.
And you just looked like you were owning every last bit of it. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Style is a good thing for you. Like that's something that gets you excited.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe it's a Libra thing. I don't know. But I'm like very into an aesthetic and like a vibe. I really like those different ones like that. I mean, even Fairhaven from Voyager, I thought, like, I know.
You like the more whimsical.
Yeah, like something that's just a little different, not just all space and pew pew.
And heavy and pew pew. Yeah.
Although I do love that. I'm just saying it's nice to get those other. I just love the holodeck. That's what it is.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump into, you say you love the holodeck. If there was a Trek invention that hasn't necessarily been created yet, or that you would want, what is that invention?
So the holodeck would be like
a good one. Sure.
Would be a great one if I'm thinking about just for me. If I'm thinking about like for the good of humanity. I don't know. I feel like a lot of
Are you doing that just because like Georgia did?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
She said tricorder, but I was thinking more so like one of those like dermal regenerators, like one of those.
Oh yes,
that's a good
like
one.
Something where, obviously it's just special effects, but every time that they're just like,
it's cool. It's cool.
It's just clears it over. I'm like, that would be just so nice. It's just so nice. Yes, revitalize these cells. Thank you.
Everything. Yeah. So that would be yours as a dermal regenerator? I'm sorry I cut you off.
Something more, I don't know if it's just a dermal regenerator or like a regenerator.
But medical.
Yeah, I would say some of the medical stuff that you see would be, for everyone. But again, like just me, the holodeck is just magic.
The biobed.
I'm wondering why there isn't like a biobed or a medical device that serves like a transporter that just has like a copy of what you look like without the scratch or the broken bone and you just go through and get fixed. Like, I don't know. Is that too simple?
So like a MRI portable lung type of thing?
Well, you remember when Dr. Pulaski got all old?
And then they did the transporter.
The transporter to make her younger again because they did it like same kind of concept, only like you got my records on file when my heart wasn't all plaqued up with artery, like, artery fat. Just you transport it out. Like,
we'll have to follow up, but that just brings up the whole thing. Is if they can do that for Pulaski when she's sick, why not just do it for everybody? Then you don't need the Baku.
In general, yeah. Like,
sorry, moral conundrum in my head that just brought up. I love these conversations.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I think about Dr. Pulaski a little too much.
I do too. I know, like. I love Dr. Crusher, but like I really actually enjoyed Dr. Pulaski. I really did, and I love because like obviously she was like already a few characters in the original series, and I thought like maybe it's just her eyes are so striking, but I thought she did great. Like I was a little sad about Crusher, and then because I didn't watch TNG until a lot later. Actually,
sure.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not one of my mom's favorites, I'll be honest.
Okay.
So it wasn't really one that she had on a lot. And
I tell your mom she's not welcome on this podcast. I'm kidding. You are, Alex.
She just, she growing up on the original series, she just like
sure. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
It was hard for her to make that adjustment. But I will say she has since watched it, like she enjoyed it. It's still not one of her favorites, but like I would say I watched that a little bit later, and I remember being sad about Dr. Crusher, like, oh man, one season, come on. And then because I don't like to look it up or look at any spoilers, so but then I was like, okay, I like this doctor, and then same thing. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, like, they don't let you get used to somebody for the first couple seasons.
They make you love someone, and they took her away. It's okay. I'm like, you could have at least had her come back for like one cameo. That would have been great.
I have joked before that I kind of have this love-hate with Dr. Pulaski because on every episode I can find things that I'm like cheering her on about or dissing her for. And yes. I don't know why I'm so addicted to that. Probably because I'm still watching through TNG season 2 again on my rewatch. So she's very up here in front of my brain.
I need to rewatch that one as well. It's been like a few years since I've rewatched it. So I definitely need to, especially
They're a little on the slower side of the storytelling as far as TNG goes, but they're more engaging than season 1 for sure. And I find it fun. There's a lot of fun moments. I was watching the one last night where again, Dr. Pulaski got Data into a battle with the finger game, and I was thinking there too, like, she just got him into like a competition that he didn't ask to be into, and then it hurt his self-esteem, and I was like, there again, and that one part of my brain that always disses, I said, bad doctor. But her defense was they all helped him get past that, and he learned a valuable lesson that you can do all the right things and still lose sometimes, and that is just being human.
Yep.
Well, it's stratagema, I believe, is the
stratagema. That's exactly it.
Well, and I like how they kind of did Riker, where he didn't even last 5 seconds, and he was just honored to be able to play. But yes, so poor Pulaski. Poor Pulaski. Diana Muldaur is a damn fine actress. I enjoyed her. Her two episodes in TOS are some of my favorite ones. So.
Yeah, is there no truth in beauty, or is there
something like that? Yeah,
something like that. And then there was another one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. See, I'm not.
No, you don't have to be good like that. I'm not either. I do know some, but not all. So,
well, like on the cruise, you'll meet a few people who are able to rattle off episode names like nothing, and I'm like, I love Star Trek, but I will not.
Don't drink that much Kool-Aid.
No, and you're gonna have to give me a small synopsis occasionally, like. Yeah. I've watched all of Star Trek, but occasionally it's like, if you're talking about a very specific episode, just give me like
if you just start me on the summary, I'll get the rest of the way. Yes.
Yeah.
Out of all the moments in Star Trek that take those opportunities to make you shift the way that you think, blow your mind, so to speak, what's one that comes to mind first for you out of Star Trek?
Well, I've been thinking about how I want to answer this one, because like the first thing that came to mind, and it's not even shifting the way I think about anything, but as far as blowing my mind, I'm still not over Jadzia. I'm still not over that. Like, they've brought other people back to life somehow. You're like, for sure they're not going to kill Jadzia, and then they do. And that one was, like, why can't we just let Worf be happy? Damn.
Seriously. Yeah.
So close.
That's definitely a heart-wrenching for Worf, for sure.
Yeah, because they were
for the loss of a character that people were attached to.
Yeah,
now,
and like
did you
they were
not have an automatic
kids.
reconnection to Ezra Dax?
I had to like grow to like her. I feel like obviously the first few episodes where you see her, you're like, ugh. And then you're like, I understand you have all of her memories, but like, if you have all of her memories, then give Worf his space. But I had a really great conversation with Nicole on the cruise, and I'm not gonna lie, made me feel different a little bit. Like, made me want to cut her some slack.
Yeah, it couldn't have been easy coming into an established cast on one of the most beloved characters of Deep Space Nine.
And she was only in one season.
Correct.
Like, that's tough.
That is tough. That's a big shoes to fill and a tough space to be in. Yeah.
Well, especially being the end rather than, like Tasha Yar. We all love Tasha Yar. She was in, not even a full season of season one. And, still we'll rock and roll. And not that we won't with Nicole, but, still rock and roll with Yar. But Ezri were like, some folks, so. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Going from, like, Jadzia was just, I don't know. Not to love all women, but you go from like a statuesque woman to like pixie girl, and it was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But like have grown to appreciate that.
So if you
And
don't
later on in Starfleet Academy, when they brought Dax back,
Yes.
I was like, oh, I love that. I love
I was
that.
gonna say, is it easier to like a Dax that comes further down the line, like in Starfleet Academy, than it is the very next Dax?
Yeah, because the one later was so far removed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Yeah.
I also just love Worf so much that I can't imagine the heartbreak,
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
again, he found love and was, looking forward to that future. And I think it was probably too fresh the next season later to like
Right.
be
Yeah.
trying
And
to
to have her
force
coming
anything
into the
for
same
them.
space. Because
Yeah.
I thought in Trill World you weren't supposed to like resume your old life
Reassociation.
at all. So here she is going back to Deep Space Nine. I thought that was a little but
Yeah.
and a little
I
too in Worf's face. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So
Won't
Scarlett, I'm
somebody
gonna
think of Worf?
add kind of piggyback off of that. How did you think about the Kess to 7 of 9 transition in Voyager?
Oh.
Pixie going to statuesque. So like that's what kind
Wow.
of
That's a great question.
Are you assuming through that question that you can just take one woman off a cast and replace her with another because they weren't the same character played by a different actress?
fair enough. But Kess was loved. So just the way that Scarlett phrased her thing, statuesque to a pixie, made me think
Yeah.
that you've got the pixie, you've got the young, naive Kess. And again, granted, towards the end, she wasn't as naive as she started off with.
She didn't come back naive. Remember when she came back?
She most certainly didn't. And then you've got
Oh
this.
my God, she was pissed.
She was pissed. And then you've got 7 of 9, who's naive in her own ways and stuff like that. But has a similar background to Jadzia of not necessarily infinite, but multiple lifetimes and experiences. Anyway, just curious on that. I had never thought about that, but
that's a tough question. I think I don't know. I to be honest, I didn't like love Kess as a character. I love Voyager and everything. But I don't know. Maybe it was something in her voice. I just don't like the kind of patronizing. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was something in that, but I think she had her good moments. But I think overall, 7 was
better. I agree
for
with you
sure.
personally, but
I think a mind-blowing moment for me in Star Trek was when Kess was giving birth to that baby out her back.
her back.
Oh my God! She's like holding on to the. Oh God!
And I just remember, talk about those moments where you're like thinking about it later, like, like I'm thinking way too hard about how that would be. Would work.
Yeah, no. Oh God.
That was
Oh gosh, yeah, with the whole because I can't remember the specifics because that was also like she was having like Tom's
that was in that
baby, right?
exactly
And,
that was Tom's baby.
and it's funny because there are a lot of different timelines in Star Trek, not just Prime and Kelvin and Mirror Universe, because there's moments like that where in a whole episode they or what was the one called Year of Hell, where
Year
they
of
have
Hell,
kind of a timeline
yeah.
that gets disappeared. Like there's a lot of little
the
timelines
guy
that end up
from,
happening. And
Red from that 70s show.
yes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, since you've been watching Star Trek all your life, what new kind of show would you like to see?
And similar to I'm not saying this to piggyback off of anyone that I've heard. But I have a similar answer to a previous guest, because I think we see so many series like on a Starfleet ship. I would really love to see a series on one of the alien species ships, as the main focus. I think it would offer different perspectives. I think, and maybe similar perspectives, because if they're part of the Federation, then at least they're somewhat held up by the same guidelines, but they still have different culture and will approach it differently.
Right. Yeah. What kind of alien would you like to follow around?
Gosh.
Or like make up a new one?
I mean, we could make up a new one. I don't know. We could. I mean, Andorian seems interesting. I
Mhm.
also feel like I would like to see more of Neelix's people, like
Mhm.
maybe something more Delta Quadrant,
Sure.
maybe
Yeah.
that,
I
like,
can
because
see
he's
that.
supposed to be an ambassador for, like,
Yeah.
the Federation, but in the Delta Quadrant now. Like, even though they never did anything with that, but like he stayed behind and was still this, like, had grown so much, was an ambassador, and
Mhm.
like I think there could be something there, or like maybe the Delta Quadrant creates its own sort of federation. I
Oh,
don't
that'd
know.
be neat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I could dig that. I could dig
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Scarlett, kind of wrapping up with some of these questions. How do you feel that Star Trek has, shaped your worldview, or your life?
So, as far as my life is concerned, I think it has fostered a much closer relationship with my mom.
Nice.
I mean, we were always close, but the fact that we're able to talk about this thing that we love and relate to, and I know that she's approaching things from the same sense of like morality and all that I am, and it just helps the overall relationship. As far as my worldview, like everyone has said, it's kind of just that hope that, treating other people, like, sounds cliche, but treating other people the way you kind of want to be treated, like, regardless of anything about them. Like, you give everyone the benefit of the doubt and hear them out, or like want to help in whatever way, depending on the situation. But I think it's definitely maybe made me too nice, but
If anything, Star Trek's made me too good of a person.
yeah. Well,
I love it, Scarlett. I love it. That's great.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty well. The thing is, my mom does say I'm too diplomatic.
Okay.
That I
Too
do
diplomatic.
try and give, like, I will hear everyone out, and I usually can defend any side. In
I
most
like that.
cases, like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
not some extreme things, but in most cases, I'm like, oh, I can see it from their perspective, or
Mhm. I
you
think
know.
that makes you a good human. Good job,
Right.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
I'll pat myself on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like
For
that.
sure. I like that. Mhm.
I honestly wonder how many people would consider themselves kind of, peacemakers that are Trekkies or Trekkers. Because it does force you. I mean, well, it doesn't. Star Trek doesn't force anything. I mean, but
No.
it makes you have to truly consider, alternatives and other people's, ideas and interpretations of things,
Mhm.
perceptions. That's the word I was
Yeah.
looking for. So
Mhm.
I'd be interested to see that. Yeah.
I always assume we're working within a community that's a little bit more open-minded, but then you do sometimes get into Facebook groups and you go, "Oh, wow, there's
Yeah.
people from our Star Trek fan base that think that way too? Okay." And again, infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Like,
Mhm.
it's a big mix of everybody, and there's different things that we gravitate to. But I think there's these awesome opportunities, since we do have a focal point where we all are watching these same episodes and these same movies, that when we do expose people to a good way to treat other people, like, that it's something that they can maybe learn if they don't have it anywhere else in their life, and maybe they can see it and say, wow, Picard seems to get a lot more. What is it? You get a lot more flies with honey than vinegar. I don't even know.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
whichever. But you see him doing it through diplomacy and through being and you see Janeway brokering deals and on behalf of her, and you see all these people taking care of their teammates and good leaders. That those are all things that I wish humans would emulate everywhere. And it's like,
It's
at
just
least
being
we're giving them a
considerate.
vision.
Like, it's just being considerate. It's just being, I don't know,
Kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Decent.
just
Yeah.
taking into account, like what are some things this person, like, not even just situations sometimes. It's like a person's perspective can be shaped based on their history, which, taking it back to the true crime of it all, which is why you kind of look back on some serial killers even. And while there are people with horrible childhoods that didn't kill people, it's very interesting to see the connections of like the telltale signs of a serial killer in that, like, oh, they all got a bump on the head. So they all had like some traumatic family member who like exposed them to this horrible thing at a young age.
Yeah.
And I think there are things about people's history in a similar way that like all compounds them into the person they are now and how they react to things, which I think is important to just be mindful of.
Sure. I like that you worked in true crime at the end of that, since we
And
started
that's
with you
called a
talking about
callback.
that.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
love that. I love that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Clap, 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 Scarlett.
Yes.
I was also thinking that I'm surprised that wasn't your suggestion for a new Star Trek show, like a true crime
I
in
was-
space
yeah.
or something. Yeah, like
So more Section 31-ish, or like,
But like actually Section 31, because let me just say the movie, it should have been something more around, like it should not have been called Section 31 because it was only the focal point was her.
yes.
It wasn't Section
Yeah.
31. Like we're all like, ooh, we're gonna see the inner workings of Section
Yes.
31, and nothing.
No.
I was
No.
like, this should not have been. This should not have been called Section.
This
31.
should not have been.
right.
Mm-mm.
This is my review of this movie. It should not have been.
Yeah. or it could have been just not entitled Section 31. I mean,
Yeah,
because that was the impression I was
That's a good
thinking.
point.
Yes, we're going to
That's a
get to
good
know about
point.
them.
I wonder how much better it could have done amongst the fan base community had it been a story that was more just follow Georgia, like the Empress Goes Rogue or whatever you want to call it, that would have,
Mhm.
I like that, actually, Trekker. The Empress Goes Rogue is kind of a callback on, different, fandom type of things. Missed opportunity, Paramount. You need to subscribe,
seriously.
like, and share.
Yeah.
We'll give you ideas. We will just drop them.
Yeah. No, the name just completely mismarkets the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny, this isn't Star Trek, but one of my favorite movies that I can rewatch on a desert island, whatever the game that is, where you only have 3 movies, one of mine would always be Bewitched. And it too bombed in the movie theater. People didn't like it. And I didn't even see it when it came out in the movie theater because I heard reviews. It's not really Bewitched. It's
are you talking about the one with
What?
Will Ferrell
Yes.
Will Ferrell.
Yes.
and Nicole Kidman?
Yes. It's so funny.
I
It's
love
so
that
funny.
one. I love that movie.
You know
I
what?
have the DVD.
Not very many people do.
Oh my-
Yeah. So, but that one, I think too, if they had called it a Bewitched movie, people would have
Oh.
liked it more. But because it wasn't actually Samantha and Darren meeting and falling in love and being a movie, it was a story about people recreating the TV show.
Right.
A lot of
Oh.
people just tuned it out before they watched it. And there too, a name could change everything about how
Yeah,
people
well,
interact
kind of
with
like
something.
how all of the remakes of Cinderella are a Cinderella story. I think,
I didn't notice that.
yeah, like it's something like a Cinderella story. I think the only remake that they named like Cinderella was the live action one that they did however long ago. But like,
Okay.
there are other ones that like for the most part are all a Cinderella story. So I think in a
Interesting.
similar way, maybe the Bewitched movie would have been better, which I saw you say that you haven't watched it yet, Trekkie, but you really should. I don't know.
You will pick up on so many more quotes that I just randomly say all the time that have come from that movie. Yes.
Oh my gosh. My friend and I loved this movie, and we would find any way to fit in the like, and now you live down the street from a Denny's, and like trying to fit like those little bits in, because Michael Caine was in that movie and he did great.
That's fantastic. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, I haven't.
Love it.
And making of, like, if it's making of the show, I'd be more inclined to. Again, I
Mhm.
love the old TV show Bewitched, but I don't want to see Will Ferrell and Nicole
So
Kidman
when you
being
watch
Samantha
it,
and
you
Darren.
just think of it as a Bewitched movie.
I
Yes.
will. I will
And
put
then
that.
all of a sudden, it's easier to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's actually funny, like hilarious.
Nice.
Sorry to take us off track. Yeah.
No.
But
It would have been better if it was a Star Trek Bewitched crossover, but they didn't do that yet. But maybe that's where Q came from. I don't know. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
I like that, and very nicely done, by the way, Trekker. I
Yeah.
saw
oh,
that. That should be
Oh.
that should be
Yeah.
a clip.
No, you do great. I won't even attempt.
it's what it
Because-
is. It's not really moving your nose. It's moving your mouth. You
yeah. I know.
Just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Pew, 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 pew. We got some rapid
Woo!
fire.
Yep, got something for you.
All
All right,
right.
and we can swap off if you want, or I just
Sure.
have some
Yeah,
fun
whichever.
ones here. Scarlett, would you rather get your consciousness swapped with a Pac-Led or a Horta?
Who's the
That's a
Horta?
tough- Horta.
The one TOS
It's,
episode, Heart of Darkness or Devil in the Dark. It's the magma monster.
I was
Okay.
going to say, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd say that one. I'd
Horta?
say Horta, yeah.
Okay,
You don't want to be a Pac-Lid? Why not? We smart.
Pac-Led's smart.
We are
I
smart.
think the Horta seemed more caring because, I don't know,
Mm.
they kind of gave it like a compassionate side
I
in
get
my
that.
brain, the way I interpreted it.
Well, it was a mother trying to protect her children.
But that's
I
what-
mean, if I recall that.
Like,
Mhm.
yes, it was the mother. I remember I was thinking about possibly trying to do something like that for like a door decoration one year. It would have
Nice.
been too involved. But yeah, I just remember like, oh, she's just a mom, she's just a mother bear.
Makes sense. Participate in a Dixon Hill holodeck program or a Captain Proton.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Mhm.
really? I would
think
have
I would
expected
too.
with the. Well, I agree with you, but I would have expected with the true crime of maybe. So are you? You're a
Oh.
voyeur. You like the voyeurism rather than participating. Good to know.
I
Sorry.
like true crime, but the
It's like, where are you going with that question?
I like true crime, but the theatrics of Captain Proton,
Proton.
Yeah, those are fun.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Would
I'm a geek
you
for that
rather clean the biomatter filters out after a diplomatic mission or Quark's holosuites after a Vulcan love slave marathon?
I'm gonna need you to say that one more time.
Yeah. Lower.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Would you rather clean the matter filters, like out of a holodeck, or just the
Yes,
biomatter
yes.
filters after a diplomatic
any
mission?
standard biomatter filter.
So yeah, like receptacles.
Yes. No.
Yes. Or Quark's holosuites after a Vulcan love slave marathon.
Yeah. Go with the Vulcan Love Slave Marathon because I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
And maybe it only happens once every 7 years.
No.
Oh, on par.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So have you watched all the movies as well, just out of curiosity? So even like the J.J. Abrams?
I was hoping you'd bring this up.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Ooh.
I love the Kelvin timeline movies.
Okay.
I love them
Okay.
so much. I was thinking like if you had asked me what I was like if I was introducing someone to Star Trek for the 1st
Mhm.
time, I actually would say like Star Trek from 2009 because I
The
think
first one where Spock comes back in time and new timeline's
Yep.
created. Okay.
bec-
It's a
well,
good one. Yeah.
I just think because one, there's it's a more modern take of classic characters. So like people are more, at least people right now. If you're listening to this in 50 years, I don't know.
Yeah. It may not be the
But,
same.
like-
People will be like, ooh, they were so cringy.
Yeah.
Right.
But I really love Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto. I can't remember who played Pike, but he was great. He was the actor from Double Jeopardy.
Mhm.
But like I loved those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. I mean, that's
I like the
that's
first
cool
one
to-
and I like the third
basic.
one. I didn't like the second one very much. That one was the one I kind of kept forgetting after I'd watch it. But
Well, the first one's great, and they usually play it on the cruise, so I
Mhm.
usually try and make a point to watch it on the pool deck whenever
yeah,
they.
that is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
good one. That was one of the when I got a 3D TV years ago when that was like a thing. That was like the first movie I watched on it was Star Trek 2009, and it came
Nice.
off so good on there because you have space with the different stars, and
It's
it was like
so good, and then like the plot twist in the end for like, I got your gun, and you're just like, yes, Kirk,
yeah,
get it. And I don't know, it was a great movie. I thought they did amazing, and it's again classic characters that people like. Even if people don't watch Star Trek, I assume they've heard the names Kirk and Spock.
probably.
So I
Yeah.
think that like that would be a good jumping off point,
Nice.
a somewhat action movie.
Nice.
Gotcha. So, with that being said, Scarlett, he can't say penguin, so I feel okay now. Benjamin Cumberbatch or Ricardo Montalban as Khan?
I'm gonna have to go with Ricardo. That's
Okay.
tough.
Really?
But yeah, Ricardo.
Hmm.
It's that chest.
Yeah.
Oops, it's that chest, huh? I was kidding. And that hair.
And the voice. The
Yes.
voice.
Everybody
Yeah.
looks better with a fake chest piece on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Who do you think is a better best buddies duo? Paris and Kim or Quark and Odo?
Paris and Kim.
Okay.
I have
And would
one.
you?
I
Yeah.
have one. Who would you rather get stuck in a shuttle pod trip that's like 12 hours long? Would you rather it be Hoshi or Lieutenant Reed from Enterprise? Yeah, one of those two. Yeah, yeah.
That's
12 hours. 12 hours. Who's it going to be?
Hoshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
More of a conversationalist.
Yeah. I think so. And I talk enough. I feel like that would work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
What'd you have, Trekkie?
Oh, as an answer to that, or Or
Your next
another
question, but I'd like to hear your answer. Sure.
yeah, I wasn't a fan of Malcolm Reed on Enterprise, so it would be Hoshi Sato every day. But I like languages, so it would be, it'd be hard to do Hoshi or Uhura, but so
Yeah, that would be tough. See, Hoshi would probably get annoyed with me because I feel like eventually it would turn into like, okay, so can you say this word in all the languages that you know? Go. Like
Right.
it would become that kind of a game.
She's not Chat GPT. She said, count to 100. Now
That's
count to
funny.
100 in another language, please.
Yes.
She'd
That's
be like, I outrank you. Can you just go pilot the shuttle?
Right. And before our last one, would you rather be the only red shirt on an away mission with Kirk or the only non-main character on a Voyager shuttlecraft? You're going to die either way, my friend. How do you want to go out? Who do you want to go out with?
Voyager.
Yeah.
Okay. I
'Cause
mean,
maybe
They
I can
might
get
be
a
able to
pep-
bring you back.
I might get a pep talk from Janeway right before I die. And I think
yeah.
that should be good. She's gonna make me feel great about myself, and then I'm gonna die.
I love that. I love that.
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah. Let me go and,
Yeah.
sacrifice myself now. And of course, the question of the hour, Trekkie or Trekker?
Trekkie.
Again?
You're pretty. You're pretty, Trekkie. Just remember, you're pretty.
So Trekker to me sounds like some kind of for me an archetype, like a book archetype, or am I some D&D character who is like an old wise character that goes on long treks and journeys? I don't know. That's how when I hear and see the word Trekker, I'm thinking of someone who
The
like,
fucking
I don't
hobbits are
know.
Trekkers.
Yes, I don't know. I'm thinking of someone in long robes and a cane and a walking stick,
The Hobbit.
And here I thought you were going to be like some nice adventurous, strong trekker, like, and then you're like, well, you know, old, wise hobbit. I can't with y'all. That's fun. That's fun. What are you most looking forward to about stuff that's on the horizon with Star Trek?
Well, really, I'm just looking forward to the cruise again. I'm really curious to see how they handle it being the 10th cruise anniversary and if anything special will come out of that. I know that's not necessarily show related, but you know, it is at least still Star Trek that I'm curious to see how that's going to work out.
Well, it's 40 years of TNG next year too, so.
There were multiple years. Of course, every year is a new anniversary for something, and it's always a good marketing tactic and whatnot. What they actually do different will be interesting to see. You know that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to go. I don't know if they're going to do anything like specifically special for it, but I would assume they would. I don't know.
Funny thing for me is I don't care what they do because I'm going to have you all to hang out with, and that's to me what I'm there for anyway. It's, you know.
And we're
it
going to be
really
wearing
isn't
our
for William
class of
Shatner.
20 shirts.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, we certainly appreciate you spending your time with us this evening and chit-chatting. And it's been such a pleasure getting to know you on the Star Trek cruises now. And I know we are going to have you back. So I'm looking forward to having more conversations with you and trekking boldly forward.
Thank you very much for joining us. And everyone, if you enjoyed our podcast and this conversation, please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Live long and prosper.
Engage.